here we are headed down the Colorado River. We're in Glenwood Canyon right now. I've taken both dogs out of the house. We're going to try to get Sue a little bit of quiet time. She's down with a cold that I passed along to her and I'm now happily recovering from. So we're going to drive about 2.5 hours to our favorite stream, something we've never done this late in the year, and see if we can do any good on trout and or whitefish. Hopefully something will be biting still. It's a long drive and we're just hoping it's worth it. We have here, looks like we have a few hundred sheep moving back and forth. Well, the dogs are having fun, crushing through the ice. I don't have a real good feeling about what we're going to go through today. The river's absolutely chock-a-block with flow ice. Impossible to get a nymph down at the bottom. It's going to get dragged all over the place with ice like this. So if it's not any better upstream, we're in trouble here. What do we have here? There's a bald eagle, and there's another one resting in a tree looking for a free fish meal. Well, it's warmed up here. There's not as much flow ice. The air temperatures are better, and I've just hooked one of the local whitefish. I really don't care what I hook, as long as I hook a fish. Thank you, Mr. Whitefish. We'll get you off in a minute. Well, I finally hooked a decent rainbow. Boy, it's been a while. These fish aren't into subtleties. I've been using 18s and 20s and finally put on a big bushy black stone and got a decent fish that way. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's been a struggle today, but it's sure nice to see a good-sized rainbow here. This next sequence is kind of fun. Because I make all these movies by myself, we don't have a helper, once in a while we'll put the Vado camera on its tripod down on the bank and just take a picture of the casting that's going on so whoever's viewing the movie can see where we actually hooked the fish. Here, what happened is the minute I put it down, I made a couple casts, hooked the fish right away. It didn't play long and popped off fairly quickly. But then I made another cast and immediately hooked another fish, not a big fish, but maybe in the 14, 16 inch range, which I played, and obviously the camera can't move, so as I play the fish out of sight, I move out of sight as well. Anyway, because it was so unusual, I was able to lead that fish toward the camera. Normally what I'd do would be to just release it by holding the tippet and using the forceps, but since we had this unusual opportunity, I did wet my hand, pick the fish up, and show it to the camera. Well, I just thought I'd try to get real creative and put a second fly on with my stone fly, and sure enough, I tried one of those goofy new San Juan worms that I'm tying using a buckskin that's dyed, and blessedly it worked because this fish took it. So we're looking forward to landing another one in a second. Well, we started the day with one, and it looks like we're going to end the day with one. I'll bet this is the first time, though, I've ever seen a whitefish of about 2 pounds inhale a stonefly that big. But it's not a bad way to finish up. It's been an interesting midday fishing trip. I really didn't crush them today, and had I not wasted too much of the time at the start using subtle flies, I think we'd have done a lot better. I'm guessing maybe landing a half dozen to 8 fish. All of them are decent. Smallest was about 12, and the largest maybe 18. Did play one that was well up into the 20s, but as usual I lost him. So we'll call it a decent day.